What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Vancouver's Worst Drivers. Let's get into the video, starting off with this clip, which isn't really driving related, but it's dashcam related, so I'm going to include it. But anyways, here is someone who I'm guessing, just looking at their appearance and their behavior, probably got broken up with as they're drunk and decided to just drink an entire bottle of vodka to themselves and try and steal people's cars. As you can see here, in the middle of a road, trying to get into this white car right here. And people like this are just completely unhinged, folks. Stay safe out there. What are your thoughts on this clip? For me personally, I feel like the cyclist could have given a little bit more space, maybe come up behind the SUV, but unfortunately, either way, ICBC and our insurance dollars are going to have to pay for this guy's bike. Now here's a cyclist who's definitely not at fault, contrary to what some people on Instagram think. Just because you signal doesn't mean you can just turn like this. Here's a pedestrian that doesn't care about living or dying. Sometimes you gotta expect the unexpected even when you're jaywalking. Alvin captured this clip of this pedestrian who is pissed off. I guess the truck is just a little too close to them, and they just seem a little bit distracted afterwards. Up next, we got a couple of wild crash videos. The first one from Mike, where this driver can see Mike coming from a mile away, and they're just so focused on turning left, they don't see anything else. Here's the damage afterwards. And then we have another crash where Ahujal and his wife were seriously injured after this driver lost control and hit them head on. We have a wild video here that was circulating social media where this truck loses its roof on the Portman Bridge. Could you imagine if it hit a pedestrian or a cyclist or even somebody on their motorcycle? So Pritesh sent in this video of someone basically not paying attention in heavy rush hour and just smashes right into that Tesla. The ironic thing that people pointed out is this person doesn't even have a passenger. They're not even supposed to be in that lane. It's really scary to think that we share a road with people that can't even drive in a straight line. I love these kind of videos because so many of you can relate that sometimes this is what driving in Vancouver's like. So first of all, you got that guy driving on the wrong side of the road coming towards Christopher. And then just a few moments later, Christopher almost gets hit by someone running this red light. So what do you think's going on here? Do you think this driver has magically discovered their own lane that nobody wants to use, or are they just too impatient to wait in traffic? So when you see traffic slowing down, it's always a great idea to slow down as well, but for this BMW driver, he thinks that driving into the front end of a truck is a better option. It's really remarkable to me to see the decision making of some people. This person had the time, mind you, didn't really have the space, but waited to the last second to do this as YZ is making that turn. Street racing or high-speed pursuit? What do you think's going on here? I don't know about you guys, but if I was to see a whole bunch of cars turning towards me, I would stop, but I don't think this person has that sort of common sense. When I first saw this video, I had a hard time figuring out what was going on until I looked closely at this person driving the wrong way down the street. The funny thing is, I don't think this person ever realized that they were in serious danger. If you guys have kids, please show this video to your kids, because to us adults it's obvious that you don't do this sort of thing, but for kids, they think, oh, why not? So Christmas is fast approaching, and if you're looking for gift ideas, driving lessons from Atlas Driving School may be the perfect gift for someone looking to get their driver's license or wanting to be more confident on the road. Atlas Driving School has driving packages for anyone looking to get their Class 4, 5, or 7, plus they have locations all over the Lower Mainland. And for watching Vancouver's Worst Drivers, you can get 10% off all of their driving packages. That information and their website will be in the description below, and a huge thank you to Atlas Driving School for being a tremendous supporter of this channel. Up next, we got this video from Anonymous where two vehicles' high beams are shining right in his face as he's driving. Plus, this person has their car door open standing there. First of all, folks, be mindful of your high beams, and please, if it's dark out, please stand in a safe spot, especially when it's dark out. Alright, so this video was recorded a few years back, but I want to remind you folks that these conditions are coming to us. AJ got in almost a crash here, but he actually ended up hitting the curb and damaging his rims because this person cut out and also then swerved in front of him. Absolutely brutal. And then up next, we got this weird road rage situation sent in by Alvin, where it looks like this truck is sticking out too far into the intersection, and instead of, just waiting to proceed forward, forces Alvin off the road and then has some words for him. Just such a weird situation. Like, why didn't he just wait like everybody else? Alright, and then talking about weird, we got this video from Conrad where this end driver is just stopped in the middle of a road for who knows what reason. The truck takes advantage and just drives right through the stop sign. And the crazy thing is, it turns out that this truck was actually involved in a hit and run, and Conrad was able to send in the footage to the person. And what's crazy about their driving is not only did they get a hit and run before this video, but then they drive over this pole as well and crush it in a few moments. It's just like, the only thing I can think of is that this person is not in the right state of mind to be driving, or they just suck. Up next, we got a couple of videos from residential areas of Vancouver, and I just want to remind you folks, when you're driving in these areas, just be safe out there. People are running stop signs, they're not yielding in traffic circles, cyclists and pedestrians are jumping out at traffic, so please slow down, take your time, and stay safe out there. Taleo captured this crash video here, and what are your thoughts? Do you think that this white car could have stopped in time, or were they not at fault? Let me know in the comment section below. How the hell is anybody going to predict that you're doing U-turn when you're not even using your turn signals? Alfred sent in two video clips of him getting cut off by GMC drivers. Are GMC drivers going to be the next Tesla drivers? If you were ever tempted to make a left turn without seeing if it's clear or not, just remember this video. Arnold sent in this video of his driver driving in the bike lane here in Richmond. And just remember, folks, if you're driving along and then the lane all of a sudden seems really narrow, you might be doing something wrong. I know some people like taking more risks than others, but moves like this are just stupid. I mean, come on, if you get in a crash, how are you explaining this to ICBC? It sucks that we have to constantly worry about people doing U-turns all the time when we're driving in Vancouver. Here's a reminder for most of us, especially new drivers. Some merge lanes have yield signs. What I love about some of these videos is not the bad driving, but the good drivers who are actually able to anticipate these things and react. Kind of like this video where Kevin sees this truck just at a slight angle and he anticipates what's going to happen next. And final reminder of the day. If someone is approaching the intersection quick on a red light, be ready for them to run it. That does it for this episode of Vancouver's Worst Drivers. Stay tuned very soon for my best of 2024 video, which I'm really excited to put together, and that'll be coming out in the next week or so.